Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I have another Transformers KO or third part, I don't know what they call these, reissue. And this one is Tracks. Now, I wasn't going to get Tracks because the version I have is kind of in okay condition. There's two issues. One, the back part was from another older figure. So I bought this with that missing, and I just replaced that from the old one. But as you can see, it's been sun damaged and discoloured, and you can tell the difference. So in robot mode, you don't really notice, but in car mode, yeah, it wasn't working. And also, the black part here that holds the two torpedoes disappeared. Don't know where it is. I used to have it, so it's like a missing part. Having to buy one for parts to replace that part would have cost almost as much as getting a new one. So I just got a new one. So here we have, of course, the recreated packaging with the second wave or second year of Transformers with the art on the back for that. The usual statistics, usual art on the side. And no, this is not dirty, I just wiped it over and forgot to wipe off. So that's okay. So they're in the usual little card, and inside there's a little sectioned off piece of cardboard that holds all the all the accessories and the instructions, which unfortunately are the I hate these. The second year or second wave of Transformer figures had basically line drawings. The original ones had photography, pictures of the actual toys being transformed, which I like much better. But yeah, so that was the sucky thing. All the other ones I bought were all from the first range, so they all had the nice instruction booklets with the pictures and the proper art from the box on it. This one doesn't. And of course we have the rub sign. I don't know if any of these work. I haven't tested any of them yet. Stickers, of course. Yeah, the red cellophane or whatever it is for the stats on the back. And yes, we have 3 torpedoes, the torpedo launchers, and the black piece that I was missing. Don't know what happened to it. How it disappeared in the gun. So that was sort of the one part that was going to cost me $50 to replace, or $30 or $40 to replace at least. Now, I think I will cut this. Okay, so I've found doing this part, separating this, to be the hardest part whenever I'm doing unboxings. So I decided to do it off camera for a change, and that was the easiest one ever. It was so easy and neat. So you just do that, it closes back down, you can't really tell it's been opened, and you can usually put the old version back in the box, so it kind of looks like the box is still, like, you know, unopened when it's not. Okay, so he looks good. It looks strange without his stickers. I've never seen Tracks without his stickers because I've always bought used ones. I didn't have my own one. Bought my friend Matthew's his Tracks, and then I got the other one offline. Okay, I was worried his face was black because in the pictures it's black, and I'm like, that must have been a mistake on the original artwork. But yep. So you see how much of a difference the stickers make with these ones. It always bugged me that always fell down. That one doesn't. So that's good. Some improvement, but yeah, basically identical. I think the etching there is a little lighter. There's usually very, very slight differences, and that's it. So yeah, the main difference is it just looks different without the stickers, and of course it's not sun damaged. I'm not sure how much that shows up on camera, but it's basically a horrible colour, and you can see if it's in car mode it looks awful, but in robot mode you don't really notice. So I was sort of getting away with it, but it was irking me. Although you can sort of see through here, whereas on that one you can't see through, so it's a better fit. You do find that happens often, just little things like that that are different. Okay, well, let's get these on, because this is what annoyed me. They didn't have this part, so I couldn't have his weapons, because I'm used to him always having them, and then they were just gone. And I'm like, obviously I took them off at some point because I didn't want them to fall off or break, and then I lost the black section that can attach it to them. I'm like, how did that freaking happen? It's nothing worse than having something, losing it, and having to replace it, you know, as opposed to not having it and then just not getting around to getting it. So there. That doesn't fit very snugly. Was an issue with the original. There's always something with one of these. There's always something that doesn't quite sit like the originals. But okay, you can hold it with that hand. It's all good. So yep, so now I have a complete Trax, and he has his missile launchers on his shoulders, which he just looks wrong without them. But there is a red version of this, which is on the artwork of the original. You can see, where is he? Oh, some of the other ones. There's one of them. There's actually a red Trax, and I'm like, I need that. And then I found out they're making it, so I'm gonna get that too. But yep, I'm gonna go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Okay, so there's something wrong. Every one of these I've gotten, there's something off, something that isn't right. It's usually something small, but yeah, in this case, the gun actually isn't tight enough on the fist to hold. It's not that the fist is smaller or doesn't extend properly. It's just not as tight a fit as it should be. So it almost holds on. A couple of things I noticed. I actually tried the gun on this hand, and the gun isn't the problem. It's actually the fist must be a little bit smaller, because it fits quite tightly on there. So that means the other original gun, I thought maybe I can swap the guns over, but it's actually the fist that's the problem. And the issue here I just noticed is, even though the other wing is fine, this one has real noticeable yellowing on the edge, so just sun was touching just that part of it. So, you know, it only had a couple of little flaws, but, you know, I'm basically just replacing them all, and over time I'm going to get new ones of all of them, because I just want them to be perfect, and I'll do it over time. I'll get there. As you can see, the difference in colour there was really noticeable. And I just couldn't live with the imperfection. One last little thing, the white line here, it's not actually that the gap is wider, it's just because this is clear plastic that's painted. The paint doesn't quite come to the edge there for some reason. So in theory I could touch that up. But so it's not actually a difference in the mould, it's just the painting isn't as accurate. Also, for people wondering about the packaging in the recreated boxes, there's a bit of inconsistency with a lot of this. Like if you look at the difference there between the printing on the back, that one is really blue and light, and that one's kind of darker and got more warmer tones. And I would have thought these were made by the same people and they'd be identical. I don't know if they're just inconsistent or if it actually is made by different people. I assume it was one sort of company pumping all these out, but I'm noticing little differences and I'm not sure now. But yeah, I mean, I like this one better, but just colour wise, but this one is a little bit more sharper. Oh, there's Trax. He's on this one. That's the of course he's on the second wave. He couldn't be on the first wave. But yeah, there's the red Trax there. So I'm going to get that one as well eventually. But yep, I'm going to go. And I've got the old one back in there, so it almost looks like it hasn't been opened. So that's how I keep him now.